Hi guys, this is Tristan and Kendra here. We're showing you how to do a propagation on a pothos plant. Here we have a pothos made out of paper. And today we're just going to show you how to do a propagation of cutting, and which is just a simple propagation. You just cut the plant and add it in water, and in the next few weeks you will have
roots to place your clipping in, and you will also need an existing pothos plant.
Slay.
Existing pothos plant, you're going to have the leaf, the stem, a node or aerial root, and another leaf. You can cut this off of a regular plant, a regular pothos plant. So come a little closer. Thank you. You're going to cut in between the node and the other leaf.
I will demonstrate cutting between the node and the other leaf. Very carefully.
Perfect. And then, with our cup of water that we have here, we're just going to add this into the jar with the node or aerial root underwater, not the leaf. Alright guys, so we're going to cut below the leaf node, and in the last clip, that's what we did. And the leaf node is going to essentially be the roots that are going to grow out of the leaves to make a new plant. You're going to change your water out every 3 to 5 days. Personally, I don't change mine out 3 to 5 days. I just kind of change it whenever it looks like it needs to be changed. But for safe measures, we're just going to do 3 to 5 days.
Yabadoo.
A water propagation or cutting usually takes around 3 to 5 weeks to grow, depending on if you're watering right or if you're adding new water every 3 to 5 days. So your plant should look something like this, where the roots are actually growing and they're actually, looking healthy. And then once you're able to see that, you can then plant them in the soil, and yes, you can plant them into soil and they will essentially grow more and new leaves. Why should you use water propagation or cuttings in water? There's no really pesky plants or fungus. There's no mites, spider mites, or gnats going around the plant. You can easily observe your plant roots and see how they're doing, if they're growing, if they're not growing at all. You can just kind of see your roots. Less care. You don't need to really focus about overwatering or underwatering. And no messy soil to deal with.
3, 2, 1.
An advantage of leaf bud cutting is that you can take multiple cuttings from one single plant and create more baby plants. So you can get a lot more out of leaf bud cuttings versus some other propagation techniques.
Yes.
Alright guys, so this is a timeline of how you should water propagate and what it's going to look like in different stages. So here we have our first stage, where we're just putting our leaf and our plant in the water and just waiting for roots to grow.
This is about 3 to 5 weeks after we have made that cutting, and there's some small root growth there.
And this is what it's actually going to look like with the roots, and this is probably about a month and a half full of roots growth.
And our final product of it actually being planted, and we have a new house plant.
Yay!